Fenrir's child guards the passage. Tonight it hunts the whole island. Can you outrun a god's wolf?
Okay, all right. With that being said, I do hope that all of the art and the voices and everything is not completely AI generated. That's going to make it really sad, honestly. I like the idea of telling a story that reacts to what you're doing.
But slowly. The cold has settled deep into your joints, turning simple movement into a battle against stiff, uncooperative muscle. You rise, water streaming from your clothes to pool on the black rock.
The wind cuts straight through the soaked wool. You stand on a shelf of grey stone overlooking a narrow fjord. To the west, the sea heaves, dark and violent.
This is AI red.
To the east, steep cliffs rise toward a dense forest. North, the land climbs higher. South, the shore slopes down toward a beach.
Thank you. Good? Gonna move on?
Below you, the water is choked with debris, broken timbers, torn sailcloth, and bodies. Your shield brothers, pale and bloated, bump against the rocks with every wave. One lies close enough to touch, half submerged, staring at nothing.
Cold, isn't it? Your lips are blue. Can you see my breath? No, you can't.
The raven hops closer, tilting its head. Its obsidian eyes seem to look right through you.
That's every raven look, though, right?
You can stand. Good. Most don't. The cold takes the weak before the wolf ever smells them. What will you do, survivor?
Right, alive over there. What will I do? I'll stand and look around the beach for anything useful. Is it useful? I'm going crazy. We'll go with that. This is the idea that I think is really cool. I don't like that all of the voices are different. And I don't... We'll see with this, but...
You turn your gaze to the shore below. The sea has vomited the wreckage across the black rocks. Splintered planks, a shattered mast, and tangled rigging litter the tide line. Among the debris, the dead bob in the swell. Shield brothers you laughed and drank with, now pale meat for the crabs. Their gear is scattered, some snagged on rocks, others washed halfway up the beach. Further up the slope, a dark smear of blood leads from the water's edge to a crumpled shape on the cliff above. The wind carries the salt stink of seaweed and something sweeter decay.
See anything worth keeping? The dead have no use for steel or furs anymore. Unless you believe in Draugr.
All right, so let's see here. See anything useful? I ask you, do you see anything useful? I mean, what am I looking for? Grab any gear that's useful, I guess. Oh, is that? Okay, good. That's the question. I was going to go look at that once we got a little bit further in. So, thank you, Des. So, Des said she went and looked. She says, custom narrative AI, built from scratch, trained on literature, theirs entirely from their website. We'll dig a little deeper into that and look, like... Again, my other issue may come out to, again, the voice lines, but again, you have to. We'll look at it because that's I think something we need to look at. So, most AI games wrap a chatbot in a pretty interface and call it a day. We built our own narrative AI from the ground up, designed specifically for storytelling, not repurposed from a general purpose model. Here's what that means for you. Thank you, Des. You're doing awesome. Hey, Susan, what's going on? Unfiltered, I had a very, very quick couple hours that I have to do this sponsored segment for this game here at Omia. So thanks again. Aid, what's going on, dude? Varanos __, how you doing, buddy? Aid, good to see you guys. How's it going? We're doing a sponsored stream, so grab anything useful. And, oh, yeah, useful. I know how to spell that word. And head towards the, I The streak of blood up the mountain. Hey! I don't know if I should say look for something closer, but we're going to see. Yeah, guys, this is a custom narrative
You scramble
AI.
down the slick rocks to the tide line. The dead stare up with empty eyes, their gear scattered by the waves. You ignore the faces you might have known and focus on survival. A sea axe knife, sharp and rust-free, sheathed in leather.
I don't feel like that's
Flint
what
and
it's called. Maybe you're
steel,
wrong, though.
still dry in a pouch. Heavy furs, sodden but warmer than nothing. And a silver arm ring, twisted and ornate, clutched in a stiff hand. You take it all. The wind bites harder as you climb toward the blood smear. The scent of copper grows thick, choking out the salt air. At the top of the trail, you find him. A Viking, dragged here and torn open.
Oh, damn. All right.
His head is gone. Ribs gleam white through the ruin of his chest.
The hell happened
The left
there?
leg ends in ragged meat above the knee. Something immense did this, something strong enough to tear a man apart like a dried fish. The blood is still fresh, steaming slightly in the cold air. Whatever killed him was here recently.
A messy eater. Look at the wound. No claw marks. Just tearing.
All right. Okay, we got 4 seek knives, some furs, a ring. Good on us. It's like inspect the body to find out what might have done. No, wait. Let's do. Instead of inspecting the body first, let's search the area. Search the area to see if the creature that did this is still around. If not... Oh, this is a different keyboard. Where's the delete button? There it is. Inspect... Did I miss that? The body. To find out what might have done this. Perfect! All right. So while it thinks, right now, the idea of this is really cool. This is what got me excited about the game.
You scan the rocks and scrub around the body. The wind is the only thing moving here, tossing your wet hair against your face. No heavy footprints in the frost. No disturbed stones.
Interesting.
Whatever killed him is gone. You crouch beside the ruin. The torn flesh is ragged, not sliced. Ribs snapped not by a blade, but by brute force. The head wasn't cut off. It was ripped off.
Oh, that is interesting.
No claw marks. No teeth marks, just hands. Strong hands. Human hands, maybe. Or something that used to be.
The raven hops onto the dead man's chest, staring into the exposed cavity.
He died badly. No Valhalla for this one.
Hey,
Just
what's
meat
up,
for the
Cynic?
crows. Like you, if you stand
Absolutely,
here much
buddy.
longer.
The cold is settling into your bones. You need fire, or shelter, or movement. The path north climbs higher into the wind. The trail south leads down to the beach, where the wreckage might offer driftwood for a fire.
Ooh, do we do
East,
that?
The forest looms dark and still.
Okay, let's see. You're going to offer me what to do here? Okay, cool. So, Mateo and Cynic, so here's what we are. This is a game called Omia. I don't know if I'm saying that completely correct, but this is what the website says. It says that this is a custom-built narrative AI, built from scratch, trained on literature that is entirely theirs. So, it says it's, as it rightly says, most AI-generated games are basically wrapped in ChatGPT or Gemini or some other, general AI. They say that they built this one specifically for storytelling, to be, better, I guess. So it's not a general purpose model. It's not trying to find an answer. It was built specifically for this. But I am also going to say the voiceovers are almost certainly AI generated, but they kind of have to be. So my question next comes from where is that? How did they build that AI voice? Did they hire a set of voice actors specifically to do that? You know, did they pay them accordingly? Like that kind of stuff has its place. I don't like the idea of just using a general purpose AI to do it. So we'll see. I don't know. I get it, Mateo. Sorry about that, buddy. It is interesting. That's why we're trying it out. We got it for 2 hours, and we're excited. They just released a demo. If you want to go check out the website itself, guys, we'll go ahead and throw that up. I'm excited about the idea of a game coming out that you can write your own future, and it's built in a way that, like, this is the way AI should be used if it's going to be used. I don't think you should replace anything with it. If anybody wants to go and check it out yourselves, I'm going to throw the link to the website up right here. So go check it out, guys, if you would like. So, but yeah, guys, that's what we're looking at here. So if you have any questions, hit me up. So yeah, I think the AI voice definitely needs work. This is a demo. If you need an AI voice to build with, 100%, you can use me. 100%. I would love it. But we'll see with the art. This is also like generated quickly. This is the demo as well. So I think there's a possibility we could build our own narrative out from here, not necessarily just follow their story. So I think it's cool. It's a cool idea. We do need to find driftwood for a fire. We've got wet clothing. We don't have a name. We don't have a memory. We got hypothermia. It is noon. It's going to get dark soon. I don't, Fritz. I do. This is the first one I've ever played. I'm not a big AI guy. As a person trying to break in to voiceover and get paid to do it professionally, not a big fan of AI voiceover. As a person who's also making animations on YouTube now, not a big fan of AI doing that either. I think AI has a place, and the idea of building a storytelling app that you interact with, that is a cool concept. My fear is companies like EA and Ubisoft and all of the other large conglomerate companies are going to force this to be the future of games, and I don't want that. I want fun, new things that we can do. But so far, again, we'll dig in later, talk about this. Maybe we'll actually write something. Maybe I'll do a big YouTube thing on it. That would be kind of interesting, tie into everything that I've been trying to do. So, anyways, let's figure out what we do. Should I head to the beach and try to make a fire? Or do I head east of the forest, or I go up the hill? I don't feel like going up the hill right now is the right choice, because I'm wet and I'm gross. I know I have items. Can I check my inventory? My inventory currently is wet furs, flint and steel, sew knife, sealed skin pickaxe, hand axe, and a silver ring. So I could use the flint and steel to make a knife. Currently no real equipment. This is the map that we have currently, which is pretty cool. I almost have to take the stuff off. Whoa! Thanks so much for that, guys. How's it going, Darkweaver? But yeah, guys, the game is kind of interesting. Man, I gotta be honest, this game looks so bad. I can't stand I get it. We're digging in. We're gonna see what we can do with it. Try not to melt. I have officially melted. I used to be thicker. Chicken nugget technology shows us the future of dining. Future! All right. Got a couple more minutes of this, and then we'll be back into it. Chicken nugget, chicken nugget. All right, let's head to the beach and search for dry wood and kindling to start a fire. Let's go. Keeps roller coasting. Reminds me it's raining top. Yeah, it's very similar to that. It is similar to that. That you wanna hug 'em, hug 'em. I mean, we could go.
The path down is steep and slick with frost, your boots
Thought I had
sliding
one.
on
There we go.
loose scree.
Oh, shit.
You hit the sand hard, breathless. The beach
Chicken
stretches out before you,
nuggets!
a vast curve of gray stone and dark driftwood, hemmed by a restless sea. The wind here is different. It carries the weight of the ocean, damp and cutting, whistling through the ribs of an overturned longship half buried in the dunes. The sun hangs low and pale, casting long, cold shadows across the tidal pools where crabs click and skitter. Seabirds cry overhead, circling something near the water's edge.
You scan the debris line for fuel. The storm has thrown up plenty. Dry branches from some inland tree, tangled in the rack. You gather an armful of driftwood, rough and salt-crusted, but solid enough to burn.
As you bend to pick up a thick log, you see a hand. A man lies half submerged in the surf,
I'm gonna have to turn
pinned
those
under
off.
a
I
heavy
love you
section
guys.
of the ship's hull.
I wish I could.
His skin
Yeah, I
is
can
wax
pause it.
white,
We'll do it in a second.
his lips blue. He isn't moving. His chest barely rises.
He's alive, though. We found somebody.
Another survivor. He's far gone. The cold has him by the throat.
The raven lands on the driftwood pile, watching you. The man shivers violently, a small, hopeless spasm in the freezing water. You have the wood. You have the flint and steel. You could save him, or you could focus on your own warmth before the sun sinks lower.
Okay, so we gather our stuff. Let's save him. Let's do it. Let's do the right thing. We got our driftwood. All right. Pull the man out from under the boat, or pull the man out from under the logs, I guess. We'll say boat. Focus on your warm. No, I want to help anybody. Yes, that's the idea, Tech Cat. I think that's the idea. We're trying to work that out. How do I pause?
You grab the
There we go.
waterlogged timber, the wood rough and heavy against your palms. The sea surges around your legs, tugging at your footing, trying to pull you out with the tide. You heave, muscles straining, but the whole section is lodged deep in the sand and swollen with water. It barely shifts. The man beneath shivers violently, his skin pale as foam, eyes rolling back in his head. He doesn't have long. You plant your boots in the wet sand, gritting your teeth, and throw your weight against the timber again. The wind howls off the water, stinging your face with salt spray. Hugin watches from a piece of driftwood, head tilted.
Heavy. The dead are heavy, but the dying, they fight you.
Oh, shit, why is that on thing? I want to pause Tangia, and I guess I have it set to always be there. Let's see. Want to. I'm gonna unpause it, but I am also going to hide the Tangia for now. Or actually, I could keep it paused and then hide it. So, not that I don't love you guys doing it, but it's trying to focus up. Sorry, I know it's black. Give me a second. Just have to find it. It's not there. Where is it? Just out and about. A little bit opposed. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, yes. So actually, I know what I need to do. It's right here. All right, remind me once this is over to reopen this. All right, so let's go. Let's roll the dice. Let's do it. 5+. Success. Hell yeah. The darkness. The fact that the difference is the fact that it reacts to everything. And I plants towards the end of this, in about an hour and a half,
With a roar of effort,
I will 100%
you throw your weight against the timber.
try to
The
add
wood
Goku to the
groans,
story. I
then
don't want to ruin it
shifts,
up here, but
sliding
100%
free of the
that's a
sand
great
with
idea.
a sucking sound.
That's a good test. I really
You
like
drag
that.
the heavy hull section aside and grab the man by his vest, hauling him out of the freezing surf. He's dead weight, pale and shivering so hard his teeth chatter. You pull him up the beach beyond the tide line, onto dry sand.
The wind cuts through your wet clothes as you drop to your knees beside the woodpile. Your hands are numb, clumsy as you arrange the driftwood and strike the flint. Sparks fly, dying in the wind. You shield the tinder with your body and strike again. A flame catches, licking at the dry wood. You feed it, blowing gently until the fire crackles to life, pushing back the cold.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. So they're definitely, I mean, the audio, the narrator is driving me crazy. The changes in pitch and total voice changes and all of that, that's bugging the shit out of me. But, you know, outside of that, you're asked the question, Fritz, and then right now, it definitely feels like this could just be like a point-and-click adventure. Like, that's what it feels like. I do, as Plants added, like he said, add Goku to the story. That's where we'll test something. If we can add something very weird into it, that changes the way this goes. And I also, probably towards the end, want to restart and go to the beginning. I don't know if I can actually create my own story. So we're going to try all that. We're just going to see. We're going to see what happens. I'm now winded. So also, if you wanted to make it more interactive, we had to do a skill check just then. I think making me do another skill check, which could get tedious, I get maybe why they didn't, to make the fire also could have been an interesting idea.
The heat hits the man's face.
I agree, Varanus. I agree.
His shivering slows, then stops. He gasps, a deep, ragged breath, and his eyes snap open. They dart around, wild, before fixing on you. He tries to sit up, slumps back, and looks at the fire like he's never seen one before.
Fire! You made fire. I thought the sea had me. I am Leaf, Jarl Thorfinn's scout. I know your face, but my name.
He remembers you, but not himself.
Oh,
The cold
okay.
takes memories first.
Leif stares at you,
But he
confusion
just said his name.
warring with relief. The fire pops, sending a shower of sparks upward into the gray afternoon.
Where are we going from here? All right, so the action. But yeah, I mean, like, it does look like a visual novel, and that's the idea. Like, what is the difference between this and almost anything else we've done? You know, any other type of things we've seen. So, like, we're gonna test that. He doesn't. I know he knows his name. I was literally about to point that out. That's an error in the storytelling here, whether it's through the AI or not. He says, "I am Leaf, Jarl Thorfinn's scout." Wait, I don't know who I am. I think maybe they messed up. It probably said "your Leaf" or something like that, but he doesn't know himself. So, oh, we can talk to it? Let's try. Do you remember my name? Because I remember your name. I don't like that. Let's cancel it. Cancel. I don't like what I'm saying there. All right. Let's go back to keyboard. I like typing better. That was getting in my head. What do we do? How do you remember your name? I don't remember mine. Do you remember anything? Why would you leave him initially? Odegaard, let's see, because I can't survive. I can't. It's true. Yeah, that is a good point.
The fire crackles, sending a thin line of smoke straight up into the gray sky. Leaf stares into the flames, his hands trembling as he holds them out to the heat. He looks up at your question, his brow furrowing in concentration.
It's fragments, like a shattered pot. I remember the raid, Northumbria.
Okay.
The gold. The
See,
screams.
there it is. That
I remember
change,
Jarl
that change, I
Thorfinn
don't like it.
screaming orders as the mast snapped. But my own name, it came back when the heat hit me. Leaf. I am Leaf. But you... Your face is familiar, Chosen. We raided together. But your name, it's gone. Just
That's a good idea.
gone.
How poetic. The scout remembers the raider, but the raider remembers nothing. Perhaps you are the lucky one. Memory is a heavy burden.
The raven shifts on his driftwood perch, black feathers absorbing the pale light. Leif ignores him, his eyes fixed on you with a mixture of concern and recognition.
We need to move. The cold, it's not just the wind. There's something
The
wrong
Negan?
with this place. Do you remember where we were headed? Or why?
I don't remember anything. All right. Okay, so what's really funny is right there. The dude's name's Leaf, and the AI has been obsessed with the wind. I don't understand how it didn't do a I'm a leaf on the wind joke. Come on. Like, it's just so many talks about the wind here. Let's see here. Tell Leaf. I don't remember anything except there was let's go for it. Let's put Goku in it. There was a dark-haired man flying above the water. He was dressed in orange and blue clothes and had an aura about him. Did you see this? Let's see what happens. How long do you think he'd be? That's a good question. I'm curious what's going to happen here.
Leif stares at you, the firelight dancing in his eyes. He looks from you to the empty sky, then back, his brow furrowing deep enough to cast shadows.
A man flying in orange and blue. Chosen. I think the cold addled your wits before I found you. I saw no one. Only the storm and the dark and the waves trying to swallow us whole.
He shifts closer to the fire, rubbing his arms as if your words chilled him more than the sea.
He's on to me.
You took a hard blow to the head, didn't you? When the mask came down. It might be blood in the skull. My mother saw a man talk to a tree once, after a rock fell on him.
Orange and blue. How festive. I see nothing but grey skies and dead men.
It was good, though.
Perhaps you saw the future. Or perhaps you are simply losing your mind faster than expected.
You expecting
Leif
it?
ignores the empty air where the raven perches, his focus entirely on you. He shakes his head slowly, looking troubled.
We need to get you warm, truly warm, and find shelter. If there are others. Or if whatever killed that man on the cliff comes back.
How does he know about the
We
guy on
need
the
to be
cliff?
ready.
How does he know about that? Yeah, I need some Prozac, don't we all? You wonder how Leaf knows about the man on the cliff. He didn't go with you, and you didn't tell him about it. All right, let's see. Tell Leaf, gather your things. We're going up the mountain, or up the cliff, and into the woods to try and find better shelter. Don't forget to douse. You spell douse. D-O-W-S-E. Oof. the fire. Phase ads are why I left Twitch, dude. Veronis, I'm sorry, buddy. I can't do anything about it, man. Yeah, I mean, the only way to do it is sub or find an ad blocker. I wish I could just give everybody subs and we didn't have to worry about it. I do.
The climb from the beach brings you back to the high ground of the fjords. The sun dipped lower, painting the black rocks in amber light, stretching long shadows across the scattered wreckage. The wind here is colder, unbroken by the dunes. Below, the sea heaves against the Drakar's broken ribs, pale bodies bobbing in the swell. You turn to Leaf, your grip tightening on your axe.
How do you know about the man on the cliff? You didn't go with me and I didn't tell you.
Oh, he's confronting him. I didn't tell him to.
I didn't need to go up there to see it. From the water looking back, the blood trail on the rock stood out like a scar on the gray stone. And the smell. Even over the salt, I smelled torn meat. Scout's eyes, chosen. We see what others miss.
A convenient talent. Or perhaps he sees more
I
than he
know,
says.
right?
Leaf ignores the raven, kicking sand over the fire you built. The flames hiss and die, leaving only
I
a
missed your
curl of
message,
gray
Dark.
smoke
That
against
would've
the
been great,
darkening
Dark Weaver.
sky. He shoulders his meager gear, looking toward the east where the forest begins.
Gather your things. We're going up the cliff and into the woods to try and find better shelter. Don't forget to douse the fire.
You obey,
Did I spell
the
douse
heat
wrong?
fading quickly from your hands. The driftwood is gone, consumed or scattered. You stand at the edge of the cliffs, the low fjords stretching out behind you. To the north, the land climbs higher toward steep peaks. To the south, the path leads back down to the beach you just left. East, a narrow, steep path cuts into the dark line of the spruce forest, the wolf's forest. The trees stand like a wall of spears against the golden light. The air grows colder as the sun sinks.
You have, Fritz.
The
That is
woods,
normal. We've had that for like 4
dark.
years.
deep. Perfect place for something to hide. Or to hunt.
Okay, so narrow, steep path cuts in the dark line. Forest, wolf's forest. All right, let's head into the woods. All right. And look for better shelter. Keep an eye out for... Oh, no, put Leaf on point. Keep Leaf in front of you because he's a scout and you don't trust him. And an eye out for anything that might be useful or a threat. Let's go! It's new for me because I've been for a few years. Yeah, gold coin. What's up, Rudfellow? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks, buddy. Thanks the gold coins, dude. Appreciate ya. That support means a ton. It really does. Currently, we're playing Omia here on PC. The demo is out now. If anybody wants to check it out.
The steep path drops from the cliffs into the shadow of the trees. The air changes instantly salt and wind, replaced by the smell of damp earth, spruce resin, and decay. The spruce and birch stand close together, their trunks gray and black in the fading light, branches interlocking overhead to block the sky. It is darker here, colder in the way of deep shade that holds the frost. The ground is uneven, hidden under patches of old snow and dead leaves. You motion Leaf forward. He nods once, understanding the order without words, and moves into the trees with a practiced, quiet gait, his eyes scanning the undergrowth. You follow, keeping him in sight, your hand resting on the haft of your axe.
Oh shit, I forgot
Every
I had an axe. I
snapping
thought I only had
twig feels loud in the silence.
The knife.
Quiet. The ground is soft, but dry wood is scarce. Keep your eyes open for hollows or overhangs. We need something that blocks the wind.
I'm a Viking too. Don't
To
think
the
I'm
south,
an idiot.
the forest thins slightly, letting in a sliver of bloody light from the sunset over the plains. To the north, the terrain climbs again, becoming denser and darker. East, the path seems to wind deeper into the gloom. A distant howl echoes through the trees, followed by another closer. The sound raises the hair on your arms.
What's to the east? Okay.
Wolves, or something that sounds like them. They know you're here. They're deciding if you're food or a fight.
Leaf stops, crouching to inspect something in the snow. He beckons you forward with
He's
a
gonna
sharp
hit me in the
gesture.
head with a rock.
In the dim light, you see a track-large clod pressed deep into the frost. It looks like a wolf's print, but too big, the spacing wrong for a natural gait.
Not a wolf. The stride is too long. The
heard you.
pads, wrong shape. We need shelter, now, before whatever made this comes back.
Okay. Leave the path and look for any place that would be eye out for anything useful. Look at my phone. It's about to die. Thanks again, guys. Again, this is Omiya. We're trying it out for the first time. If you got any questions, let me know.
You step off the path, pushing through the dense undergrowth. The spruce branches claw at your wet furs, snagging and tearing as you force your way deeper into the gloom. The forest floor is a treacherous maze of roots and hidden stones, slick with frost and half-frozen mud. Every step is a battle to keep your footing. The light is failing fast, the sky above a bruised purple between the black branches. Shadows lengthen, stretching like grasping fingers across the snow.
This way. The ground rises slightly. Less snow accumulation. But the wind cuts through the gaps in the trees.
Leif moves ahead with practiced ease, his eyes scanning the darkness. You follow, your breath pluming in the freezing air. The cold is a constant weight
Sounds
now,
good, Dan.
settling into your marrow. You need shelter before true night falls. You scan the rocky outcrops and dense thickets, looking for a hollow, an overhang, anything to break the wind.
Break the
Looking
wind.
for a hole to crawl into, just like a rat. Or a corpse.
Smart ass.
The terrain becomes rougher, the trees giving way to a tangle of boulders and scrub. You spot a cluster of rocks ahead, their shapes suggesting a possible overhang. But as you get closer, you see it's just a trick of the shadow and light. Nothing but cold stone and biting wind. You press on, the howls of the wolves sounding closer now, echoing from different directions. They are hunting.
They're circling. We don't have much time. There, that ridge. It looks like it might dip down.
Yeah, push me off the ridge.
Leaf points to a line of jagged rocks, partially obscured by dead bushes and hanging vines. It looks like nothing more than a natural formation, but something about the way the shadows cling to it feels wrong. Deliberate, you squint, trying to pierce the gathering gloom. Is there an opening there, or just more darkness?
Let's see here. Mental description. Let's go. Roll the dice. Up, 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 up. I don't think we won. Oh, we did. Okay, I don't know what that means, so. We won. I don't really understand. Okay, it's because it depends on what your mental and perception. I think I had very good perception, though. Bandit Cave. Hell yeah.
The shadows coalesce and resolve. It is not just a trick of the dying light. The vines and dead bushes conceal a narrow fissure in the rock, barely wide enough for a man to squeeze through. But behind it, warmth. A faint orange glow pulses from the depths, and the smell of wood smoke cuts through the damp rot of the forest. You found a cave.
Somebody's already
a
there?
hidden place.
A hole in the ground. How charming. And someone already has a
Yeah, I was
fire
gonna
going.
say.
That means trouble or dinner.
Leif crouches at the entrance, peering into the gloom. He pulls back sharply, his hand going to the knife at his belt.
Voices. Deep voices. More than one. And the smell of unwashed bodies. Men.
We gotta fight him, right?
Armed
right?
men.
The howls of the wolves echo closer, a chorus of hunger rising from the deep woods. They are not far now. The choice stands before you. The unknown danger inside the cave, or the known danger of the wolves outside.
All right, we're just gonna call to the people in the cave. I'm curious if it'll kill me quickly. I'm honestly kind of curious. I'm curious
You
if you
cup
can
your
write your own
hands and
story.
shout into the fissure, your voice cutting through the wind. Wolves, they're closing in. We mean no harm. The words echo off the stone, swallowed by the dark. Behind you, the howls rise in pitch, a chorus of hunger drawing nearer. Leif flattens himself against the rock wall, knife ready, his eyes darting between the trees and the cave mouth. Silence from within. Then, the scrape of boots on stone. A shadow detaches itself from the gloom of the entrance.
That isn't a cave though. What is this?
Wolves. We hear them. Step closer. Slow. Where I can see your hands.
A large man fills the gap, broad-shouldered and scarred. He holds a hand axe loosely, but his stance is ready. Behind him, in the flickering firelight, you see others, a lean man with a crow's face sitting by the fire, and a younger figure twitching in the shadows. The large man's eyes flick from you to Leif, then to the forest behind you.
Lord of the Flies, yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Two of you. Wet. Cold. And you walk into a den of thieves talking about peace?
What?
Ketil! We have visitors!
Visitors, or meat for the wolves. Either way, they're at our door. Let them in, Gunnar. If the wolves want them, they can fight us for it.
The large man Gunnar steps aside just enough to let you squeeze past, but he doesn't lower the axe. The heat of the fire hits you like a blow, carrying the smell of smoke, unwashed bodies, and roasting meat.
Why is the leader so gross?
The cave is shallow but sheltered, the entrance hidden by overhanging rock and dead vines. The crow-faced man, Ketil, watches you with eyes that calculate your worth in breath and bone. He shifts his leg, wincing, and you see the dark stain of infection spreading from a wound on his calf.
You're bold, or stupid. Which is it? And what makes you think we care about your wolves?
A warm welcome. I'm touched. Look at the leader's leg. Bite wound, and the fear on the boy's face. They've seen something worse than wolves.
Outside, the howls crescendo, suddenly close. Too close. The sound of branches snapping under heavy weight comes from the darkness just beyond the firelight.
Tell him about the man on the cliff. And warn him that there are worse things than wolves to be afraid of. Excuse me. Still think we're gonna get murdered. No way we don't get murdered, right? Right?
You meet Catil's calculating stare without blinking. The firelight dances in his dark eyes, reflecting the pain he tries to hide.
We found a body on the cliffs, torn apart. Not by wolves, something stronger. Something that doesn't leave
I'm
claw
talking,
marks.
not the other guy. Good.
You have a wolf bite. I know it hunts out there, but there are worse things than wolves to be afraid of.
Catil's expression doesn't change, but his hand tightens around the hilt of his sword. Hrolf, the twitchy one in the shadows, lets out a sharp whimper and pulls his knees closer to his chest.
Frozen.
Torn apart, you say? No claws? That sounds familiar. We lost a man recently. Ulf, he went to check the ice passage and never came back.
His name's Ulf.
As for fear, fear keeps you alive. But it doesn't put meat in the pot. Why should we care about your warnings, stranger?
Ketil. The wolves are close. I can hear them pacing. If they attack, we fight together, or we die separately.
Outside the cave, the howls rise again, closer and more frenzied. The sound of heavy paws crunching on frost comes from just beyond the firelight's reach. Gunnar shifts his grip on his axe, standing shoulder to shoulder with you at the entrance.
They're testing us. Listening for weakness.
A pack of wolves and a den of thieves. And you, the memoryless raider in the middle. What could go wrong?
God, I wish Goku was here. Oh, we got a sword somehow. No, glossary. Okay, gotcha. You mutter to yourself, God, I wish the man in orange was here. He would finish them off easy. Alright, then skip this. Ready your axe for the wolves. And look confident, I guess? I don't know. Your strength and courage. Yay, I'm good at storytelling. And also insane, because I saw someone wearing orange. I wonder if they skip it. I wonder if they just 100% skip the Goku thing again.
You grip your hand axe, the weight familiar and grounding in your hand. The mutterings about a man in orange draw sharp looks from Ketil and Gunnar madness. Or perhaps just the cold talking but the set of your shoulders, the way you plant your feet in the dirt, that they understand. You stand like a warrior who has killed before and is ready to kill again.
You talk to ghosts, stranger, but you hold that axe like you mean to use it. That I respect.
Better respect it.
Wolves at the door. Let them come. We have steel now.
Orange and blue. How festive. Focus,
The second
raider.
time he said that.
The grey ones are hungry.
The howls cut off abruptly. The silence that follows is heavier, thicker. Then, a low growl rumbles from the darkness just beyond the firelight, vibrating in your chest. Shadows detach from the tree-lined glow.
Pause for a second. Fritz says, do you think something like this could be multiplayer, or do you think it'd mostly like turn into a D&D type game? I don't know what called this because, so I honestly hope that it would be. And looking at the website, it basically allows you to pick your world, so sci-fi, fantasy, horror, slice of life. They give you, different types of adventures. You create your own protagonist, which we kind of did at the beginning. There's a cinematic intro. You live that story. Dialogue, exploration, combat, negotiation. Every NPC remembers you. Every choice ripples forward. Speak the world. Say anything naturally. The AI understands. So I could talk back and forth into it if I wanted to. I'm not trying that right now because if I was playing solo, I would. But talking to you guys kind of throws it off. It says this is what gaming sounds like now. I don't like the sound of it. I really don't. So we'll see. But it does have a lot of written text, its own unique production. It has sound effects, original music. There's a lot here that could be cool. It says it's not a chatbot. It's not close. So we're going to see. We're going to see where it goes.
Eyes, muzzles stained with froth and old blood. 3 wolves.
Santine, right now, I don't have it showing on the screen on purpose because we're doing this the sponsored segment. We have about another hour, guys, to continue checking this out. And we're may change the direction of this after. So
maybe 4. They fan out, blocking the path back to the forest.
There, 2 at the front, 1 circling left. Watch the flank.
We're in a cave. There's
the
no
largest
flank.
wolf, a scarred gray beast with a missing ear, bares its teeth and crouches, muscles coiling to spring. It's not just hunger in its eyes. It's a deliberate, calculating malice.
Listen to that. Listen to that wolf. All right. There's a fire inside. One thing that normally deters fires is our wolves is fire, right? You grab a flaming stick or something like that. Oh, congrats, you got something good. I'm sure it was great. I'm sorry. Tell Leaf to hand you a burning branch out of the fire. Use that to ward off the wolves and see where that goes, I guess. I don't know. Try it out. Try it out.
You snap an order to Leaf, who scrambles to the fire, seizing a branch thick with resin and flame. He thrusts it into your hands, the heat searing your palm, smoke stinging your eyes. You turn to the cave mouth, brand held high like a torch.
Giveaway in about an hour and a half, guys, so.
Fire! They hate it!
The scarred alpha wolf crouches lower, lips peeling back from yellowed fangs. But the sudden flare of light makes it flinch. You step forward, the fire casting long, dancing shadows against the rock walls. Gunnar hefts his axe beside you, a silent wall of muscle and steel.
Back, you gray bastards! Back!
A burning stick. How primitive. Effective, though. Watch the eyes. Fear or hunger. Which wins?
The wolves hesitate, the pack's rhythm broken by the fire's unpredictable dance. The alpha growls, a deep rumble of frustration, but the circle wavers. You have a moment to press the advantage, or break.
All right, here we are. Strong and average. We got this easy. This is an easy roll. Look at that. All the dubs right there. Again, right now, visual novel is the best way to look at it. I think the more you're able to dig into this, the more you have an opportunity to differentiate it. I don't know if we're going to have a ton of time to do that, though, so we'll see.
The burning branch, a roaring beast in your hand. Sparks shower into the dark, and the fire's reflection glints in a dozen yellow eyes. The scarred alpha yelps, a high-pitched sound of pure panic, and turns tail. The pack breaks, scattering into the forest like leaves before a gale.
Yeah, that's a
The
closer one
howls
to
fade
it, yeah.
into the distance, replaced by the crackle of the fire and the heavy breathing of the men around you.
Gone. Just like that. You fight like a demon, stranger.
Impressive. Most men would have pissed themselves and fed the wolves. You're useful. I like useful.
Well done. I thought we were dead meat.
Fire. The first tool of men and the last refuge of the afraid. But it worked. They won't come back tonight.
The heat from the fire soaks into your bones, driving away the chill that has clung to you since the beach. Your clothes begin to steam, the wet fabric slowly drying against your skin. The adrenaline fades, leaving you tired but alive.
So, I am noticing that the further we are getting into this, the more like artifacts we're in the sound, they're getting closer, like the things. I assume that is an issue with the AI kind of being overloaded and just kind of getting too much information. Again, this is a demo. I think like a choose your own adventure novel is a really good visual. Choose your own adventure visual novel is a really good description, I think, of what we're doing right now. It would be really funny to see how far off the rails we could go. It says there's a sci-fi option. That would be kind of cool. We might try that soon. I'm gonna do something crazy in a minute, so be ready for that. But yeah, so we're gonna see how it goes. The concept is cool. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see where it goes. But right now, you wait for, was it Kettle? Is that what his name is? You wait for the leader to sit down. As he begins to speak, you suddenly raise the axe. And swing it at the leader's neck. Let's say cleaving it nearly off. As everyone stands there shocked, you look around the room, point to yourself, and say, "I'm the captain now." Let's see what happens. I kind of want to end this one and go try a different. If we can do a different one, it'd be interesting. Let's see what happens.
Ketil lowers himself onto a log by the fire, his guard dropping as the warmth soothes his aching leg. You grip your hand axe, the leather handle slick with sweat. In one fluid motion,
I'm really
you
curious.
step forward and swing.
I'm curious. It's gonna make me roll as well. All right, here we go. Here, this is what I'm good at. So, Alien Commander and Flying Saucer abducting Goku fans to create Goku Fan Club Empire. Dude, that sounds so... Oh, God, I failed this. All right, we're going to add a success. I critical failed that. Let's re-roll that. Jesus Christ. Am I going to fail again? We're going to re-roll it again. Apparently, you can't just make your own ideas up. I got a +1. We'll accept... Oh, man, that wasted a bunch of stuff there. Damn. I didn't... It's right dice rolls. I don't feel like it should be that much of a difference, but...
The axe bites deep, the iron head cleaving through muscle and bone with a wet, cracking thud. Ketil's head snaps sideways, nearly severed, and a spray of hot blood arcs across the fire, hissing as it hits the coals. He slumps forward, dead before his body hits the dirt.
That's a wolf. That's not a man. What is that?
Body.
The cave goes still. Gunnar stares, his axe half raised, eyes wide with disbelief. Hrolf whimpers, scrambling backward until his spine presses against the
I
cold
was curious
stone
what would
wall.
happen here. I really was.
You killed him. Just like that.
No. No, he's dead. He's actually dead. We're all dead now.
Brutal. Effective. But did you think about what comes next? Or was that just for the joy of it?
Ketil's sword lies in the dirt near his twitching hand. The firelight flickers on the blood pooling around him. Gunnar's grip tightens on his axe, his knuckles white. But he doesn't swing yet. He's waiting, watching.
Odd. That was... fast. What now?
I didn't hear I'm the captain now. He didn't say it. Oh, man. He was injured and weak. Nah, I get it, Plants. Yes, just like that. Oh no, let's do this. Let's do something crazy. You look Gunner straight in the face and lower your hands to your side. You start to yell, Ka May May Ha, and throw your hands forward. A brilliant white beam flies forth, I guess. Forward, hitting Gunner in the chest. The lower hills and burn flesh from the bone. Yes. It's interesting to test something like this. It is. Like, the AI is there. I'm curious what'll happen.
You plant your feet, draw a ragged breath, and bellow the strange word at the top of your lungs. The sound echoes off the stone walls, raw and desperate. You thrust your hands forward, fingers splayed, willing the fire, the air, the gods themselves to obey. Nothing happens.
I didn't get to roll?
No light, no force, just the crackle of the fire and the smell of Ketil's blood.
What in Thor's name was that? Are you touched in the head?
He's mad. He's calling down curses. We're going to die.
The AI voice bugs me a lot, too. I'm trying to chalk that up.
Did you really expect the sky to open? You're a Viking, not a wizard.
He's touched in the head, yes.
Gunnar takes a step back, his axe raised, confusion warring with the instinct to strike. Hrolf is shaking, pressing himself into the shadows. Leif watches you, his face unreadable, but his hand drifts closer to his knife.
I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard.
That wasn't wise. They think you're cursed now.
Yes.
Drop the axe. Now. Or you join Ketil in the dirt.
I don't know. What ridiculous thing should we do now? I just want to see if it'll kill, like, just straight up kill me. That's what I want to know. I just need to know if it'll do that. What do y'all think? Spinning sacks. Start spinning. Oh, God, yes. Start spinning around and around with your axe in your hand. Tell Leif to get down and spin until no one else is alive. I tried Kamehameha. It didn't work. It didn't work. Oh, I was so sad. As an idea. We tried. It didn't work. I tried to get a leave. Spinning around. It's a great idea.
You plant your foot and pivot, the axe blurring into
I'm
a
curious.
deadly
I mean,
arc.
I want to take it somewhat
Get
serious.
down,
Which you have
Leaf.
up to this point. I want
You
to try a
roar.
different storytelling.
The sound
thing.
tearing from your throat as you begin to spin. The world becomes a smear of firelight, stone, and terrified faces. Leaf throws himself flat against the cave wall, eyes wide. Gunnar curses, stepping back to avoid the flashing iron, his own axe coming up in a defensive guard. Hrolf screams, scrambling over the fire pit in a blind panic, kicking embers into the air.
Odd! Stop! You'll hit us all! Madman! Stand and fight like a man!
Spinning to death. How poetic. Can you hit anything moving that fast? Or just the air?
Oh, God. Hopefully we get it. Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's go. Get him. We got one. Is that enough? We did. Take that. Hitting you all is the point. Agreed, Darkweaver.
The axe becomes a wheel of iron, singing through the air. You feel the shock of impact travel up your arm as the blade bites
I'm
into
bloody
flesh
and exhausted,
once,
but damn
twice.
if I'm not having a blast.
Gunnar tries to block, but your momentum carries you through his guard, the axe burying itself in his chest.
He falls without a word. Hrolf screams. A high, thin sound cut short as your backswing catches him across the throat. He crumples against the wall,
This sounds so much
clawing at the
cooler than
red
what it was
ruin
meant
of
to
his
look
neck.
like, where I was just spinning like a crazy
You stop
person.
spinning, the world tilting dizzily around you. The cave is silent, except for the crackle of the fire and the wet drip of blood. 3 bodies lie at your feet. Leif peels himself off the floor, staring at the slaughter.
All right, that's pretty good.
By Thor! They're dead! All of them! You didn't even hesitate!
Efficient. Brutal. You've cleared the board, Raider.
You stand over Catil's corpse. His sword lies in the dirt, a fine weapon of good steel. Gunnar's hand axe is near his hand.
All right, I'm gonna see
Hrolf has a
if we can
silver
go start
brooch
a
pinned to
different
his
one.
tunic and a knife
This is
in
a
his
cool
belt.
idea.
The firelight
we'll
glints
see.
on a pile of supplies in the corner. Dried meat, an ale skin, and a bundle of furs. Something else catches your eye. Glint of silver under Catil's bedroll. A small knife with a silver blade. And a stash of loose silver coins.
I think we just keep getting wolves. All right. We got all this stuff. We're now bloody and exhausted. What do we ask? Do we say, let's say here, Leaf, do you believe in miracles? Get some sleep. I'll take first watch. Oh. I'm so curious if he will go to sleep with all the dead bodies all around him. A black beer would be great, honestly.
Leaf stares at the 3 bodies sprawled across the blood-slicked floor, then at you. His face is pale, his eyes wide and unblinking. He nods slowly, not trusting his voice, and moves to the far side of the fire. He wraps himself in the stolen furs, back turned to the dead, and closes his eyes.
Wake me if anything happens. If the wolves come back.
He looks pretty tired.
You settle onto a rock near the entrance, axe across your knees. The fire crackles, casting long, dancing shadows over Kittle's severed neck and Gunner's staring eyes.
Pretty cool it
The
remembers
copper
all
smell
of it.
of blood is thick in the warm air.
A miracle? No. Just iron and momentum. You sleep soundly for a butcher, don't you?
Outside, the wind howls through the trees, but the cave is quiet. The heat soaks into your tired muscles, but the exhaustion in your bones goes deeper than the cold. Time passes. The fire burns down to glowing coals.
I'm curious what happens if we stop. All right, so let's see here. We've paused. Let's hit that button, and let's go back to library. I'm curious. Your adventure saved. You can come back to any time in the library. Okay, cool. All right, that's cool. So now I want to... Maybe this is the only story we have right now. I thought I saw, like, choose your own details. But maybe it's not. That was kind of an interesting idea. Right now, I guess this is all we have. They show on the website that the other options are Odin's Trail. Well, this is my question, I guess. Like, if they're only allowing, like, you to start in a certain spot, it's kind of less... I don't know. I guess it's trained on its own stuff, but you have sci-fi, fantasy, horror, slice of life, 10 craft adventures, and so basically a full game on its own. You saw me create my own guy, although I feel like it didn't really give me much options. And then you kind of live the story as you go. So, I don't know. That's interesting. I wish I could try sci-fi. Sci-fi, I feel like I could be absolutely ridiculous. So, heroic fantasy. All right. Bjorn and the Island of the Ruby-Eyed Serpent. We'll go back and get back into it. I kind of went crazy there, which was really funny. Let's go ahead and restart. And that's it. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what it remembers. Oh. Skinny Raven. Fat Raven. Love it. I'm hoping the intentions with this studio and with this game are good. I hope they improve upon everything in a lot of ways. So, let's see here. After resting... Go and search the cave. Take the sword and give the axe to, well, let's see. Take the sword and the silver knight. Wait, do I already have those things? Is that already in my inventory? Yeah, small silver knight, stolen silver, ale skin. All right, so we have all of this, so that's good. The cave for anything else. Cover the bodies with something that isn't valuable, and after some time, wake Leaf. Explain to him that these men were bandits. They didn't want to help, and they couldn't be trusted. All hail Goku. All right, let's see what happens. I like the idea of mixing in very obvious things with very non-things that don't fit the narrative.
The fires burn low to embers, casting a dim, ruddy glow over the carnage. You rise, stiff and sticky with dried blood, and begin to search the cave. You poke through the corners, lift the loose stones, and check the hollows in the rock walls. There's nothing else, just the scraps of a life lived on the edge, a whetstone worn smooth, a few bone dice, and a cracked comb. You gather the bloodied furs and the torn blankets, tossing them over Catil, Gunner, and Rolf, until the staring eyes and gaping wounds are hidden. The mounds look like sleeping men, if you don't look too closely.
Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. We're going to be at this probably another
A shroud
45
of
minutes.
rags. Better than they deserved.
or perhaps exactly what they deserved.
Leaf stirs as you shake his shoulder. He sits up, blinking in the gloom, his gaze drifting immediately to the three shapes under the firs. He swallows
Spinning
hard.
was such a good idea.
They're still dead. I hoped... I don't know what I hoped. They were bandits, Leaf. They didn't want to help and they couldn't be trusted. All hail Goku.
Leaf stares at you, his brow furrowing. Goku? He tests the word, finding no purchase in it. He looks at the blood on your hands, the axe at your belt, and the covered bodies.
I love that he's
He nods
accepted
slowly, accepting the madness or the mystery of it.
Bandits. Aye. The world is full of wolves. Some walk on two legs. If you say this Goku blessed your axe, then I won't question it. We're alive.
He did.
Goku, a new god for the North. The All-Father will be jealous.
The wind outside has died down, but the cold still presses against the cave mouth. The embers need feeding, or the warmth will fade.
All right. We're going to... Here's what we're going to do. I don't know if there's anything... Look for wood in the cave. If you can't find any... Offer leaf. Gunner's axe. And go with him to find more. We haven't looted them yet. That is something we need to do. So that is a good idea, though. Go find more wood. Let's see what he does when I give him a weapon. I'm curious. I am curious. So this is where we're at right now. We've wandered through here. This is where we're at. Thought it would be later since Home Dude slept, but I guess not.
You scan the cave's shadowed corners, kicking aside the debris of the bandits' lives.
A few splintered crate ribs and a cracked stool leg lie scattered near the dead men's bedrolls, but nothing substantial enough to feed the fire through the long night. The woodpile against the wall is nothing but dust and kindling.
Already tried. It didn't let me do it.
Poor planning. Thieves don't plan for tomorrow. They only plan for tonight.
You pick up Gunnar's hand axe, the weight familiar in your hand, and offer it handle first to Leaf. He takes it, his eyes flicking to the blood still crusted on the blade, then nods.
A good axe. Balanced. I'll bring back enough to burn the whole forest if I have to.
Yeah!
You push through the hanging vines and step out of the cave. The forest is a cathedral of black trunks and dark shadows, the sky above burning with the last salmon light of sundown. The air is biting, colder than inside, and the silence feels heavy, watchful. You and Leaf move into the trees, scanning the ground for fallen branches. The snow is deep here, crunching under your boots. Dead wood is scarce under the canopy, but you spot a fallen birch a dozen paces away, its branches pale and dry against the dark.
Out in the open again. Just 2 pieces of meat in the wolf's larder.
Raven's a dick. Oh, all right, we gotta roll the dice. Let's see what happens. We failed. We failed. I'm not gonna waste another thing there. I wonder what happens when I fail something. Am I gonna hit myself with the axe?
The forest floor is a treacherous maze of shadow and snow. You scour the undergrowth, kicking aside dead leaves and frozen moss. But every branch you find is sodden, rotting, or too green to burn. The light dies faster than you expected. The salmon hues of the sky bleed into a bruised purple, then a flat, suffocating gray. The cold gnaws at your exposed skin, a sharp, biting pain that dulls into a heavy numbness. Your hands shake as you snap another useless twig, the sound too loud in the gathering dark.
Nothing. It's all wet, Odd. The snow got to it first. We're going to freeze if we don't get back.
Baby
The
got
sun
back.
abandons you, and now the wood fails you. A perfect evening for a tragedy.
Leaf stands nearby, clutching Gunnar's axe, his breath misting in the frigid air. He looks at the darkening trees, then back at you, fear plain in his eyes. The temperature is plummeting with the
cooled
light,
off a little bit
and the
more than
wind
we had.
picks up, cutting through your damp clothes like a knife.
We have to go back. Even a dying fire is better than none. Please.
Those tears are gonna freeze on your cheeks. Let's see here. Agree with them. Return to the fire. Or return to the cave. Gather up any clean furs you can find. Put anything. Let's say. Nope. Ah. Well, anyways. I meant to hit the W key. The up key is right by the enter key on this keyboard. I'm getting used to it. Did we discover it, or have we already been in here? That's the question we got.
You nod, the cold tightening your chest like a fist. "Aye," you say, voice rough, back to the cave. You turn away from the dark woodless trees and trudge through the deepening snow, Leaf at your heels. The forest seems to press closer, branches scratching at your furs like skeletal fingers. The cave mouth yawns ahead, a promise of shelter and the lingering smell of blood.
The fire. I hope it's not dead yet.
You push through the vines and step inside. The air is warmer, thick with the copper tang of slaughter. The embers glow a dull red, breathing in the draft. You move to the pile of supplies in the corner, pushing aside the bloodied rags you used to cover the dead. Beneath them, you find the stash of furs the bandits stole, thick wolf pelts and heavy wool.
This'll help.
Still
right?
mostly clean.
Right?
Sleeping on the dead men's beds. Practical. They don't need them anymore.
You gather the furs, shaking out the dust and the smell of thieves.
God, that boy sound,
The
man.
warmth of the cave seeps into your frozen limbs, but the exhaustion is a heavy weight in your muscles. Leaf drops Gunnar's axe by the fire and kneels to blow on the embers, coaxing a tiny flame to lick at a dry piece of kindling.
It's catching. We'll have heat soon. What now, Odd? We wait out the night?
The only option we got there, hot shot. Gather anything that will burn. Pile it by the fire. And keep it lit as long as possible. Use the furs for warmth. And try to sleep in shifts. Perfect. Let's see what happens. All hail Goku.
You scour the cave for anything that will burn the cracked stool, the splintered crate ribs, even the bandits' empty bedrolls.
Hell yeah.
You pile the scavenged wood near the embers, feeding the fire until it crackles and roars, pushing back the shadows and the cold.
Don't use it all.
The heat is
Come on,
fierce,
dumbass.
drying the blood on your furs and driving the numbness from your fingers.
That should hold. I'll take first watch.
Oh, let's see what it is. See what
You
he does.
sleep, Odd.
Let's see what he does.
You look
oh,
like death.
I'm curious. Is he gonna
Leaf
murder me in
wraps
my
himself
sleep?
in the warm furs, sitting cross-legged by the fire, Gunnar's axe across his knees. You take a pile of furs for yourself and settle into the corner farthest from the covered bodies, closing your eyes. The smell of smoke and blood is thick in your nose, but the exhaustion drags you down quickly.
I'm a tired boy.
Sleep well, raider. Dream of wolves and dead men. The night is long,
Still
and the
can't believe it's
fire
only
won't last
sundown.
forever.
Time passes. The fire burns down, settling into a steady glow.
Oh, he didn't try
You
to kill
wake to
me.
Leaf shaking your shoulder, his face pale in the dim light. The woodpile is nearly gone.
Your turn. I heard something outside. Just a branch snapping, maybe. But it felt wrong.
I kind of thought he was also going to be asleep as well. All right. Thank Leaf and let him know. You'll wake him if you hear anything. Sit across from the fire and listen for any sit across from the fire with across the fire facing the entrance to the cave, and listen for anything that might be approaching. Don't get distracted by the thought of Goku flying on a cloud. Don't know how to spell flying, apparently. Boom! And that's something outside. Yeah, it seems like it wasn't your turn yet, and he's scared for no reason. I don't disagree with that, honestly, but we'll see what happens. I'm curious if, like, he would do something ridiculous, so... Oh, I should have also told it to keep the fire going, but we'll see.
You nod to Leaf, gripping his shoulder briefly. Rest. I'll wake you if anything moves.
Still two
He
dead
wraps
bodies
himself
in the
tighter
warm
in
cave.
the furs, closing his eyes almost instantly. His breathing
I tried to
slowing
decide if
into
I was
the
going to
rhythm
move the
of
bodies
exhaustion.
outside, but I also want to draw
You
the
take
wolves
his place
back.
across the fire, facing the dark gap of the entrance where the vines stir in the draft.
Sleep, Leaf. I have the watch.
He attaches his arm.
The fire
like this.
pops, sending a shower of sparks up toward the smoke-blackened ceiling. You stare into the darkness beyond the cave mouth, letting your eyes adjust. The forest is silent, but Leif's words linger wrong. You push away the wandering thoughts of flying men and focus entirely on the sounds of the night.
Really doesn't
The
want me to
wind,
focus on
the crackle of
on
burning
Goku.
wood. And then,
Guardian
faint
Angel,
and
yes.
irregular, a sound from outside that doesn't fit the wind.
Is it someone saying "Ka"? We're gonna get it. All right, we got it. We got it. Perfect. Give me something good. Give me some good news. It's just a guy outside saying, "I want to fight."
The sound comes again. Not the snap of a branch under a wolf's light tread.
Hey, what's up, Mikey?
But the heavy, grinding crunch of something immense pressing down on the snow-packed earth. It is followed by a low, wet exhalation, a sound that vibrates in your chest like the growl of a landslide. You hear the ice on the nearby rocks groaning under a weight that no natural beast should possess.
You hear it now. The wrongness in the dark. That is no wolf. That is the shadow that eats the moon.
Holy shit, that's
The
terrifying.
noise stops abruptly, leaving only the wind and the dying fire. Whatever it was, it is moving away from the cave, perhaps drawn by something else in the forest. Leaf stirs in his sleep, muttering a name you don't catch.
We
but he
got
does
it.
not
It's got to be
wake.
later. Come on. This is what we're doing.
It knows you are here. It just doesn't care. Yet. Lucky you.
You better,
The realization
out.
settles cold in your gut. The thing that hunts this island passed close enough to touch, and only the stone of the cave wall hid you from its path. The fire is low now, the wood pile nearly exhausted.
All right. So what do I use the wood sparingly. Rest as long as you can. Let's see here. Actually, let's check Check the bodies of the men for anything useful or that might tell you more about the creature stalking the island. Goku, your guardian angel, will protect you. That is all you know. Can't wait to start making the 3 wings tomorrow. Hell yeah, dude. They're gonna look awesome. They're gonna look awesome. I'm gonna run the restroom after this one, guys. Give me just a second here. Just a second.
You feed the fire with a single piece of wood, watching it catch slowly before settling into a low burn. The heat is meager, but it must last. You turn to the shrouded shapes of the dead men and pull back the rags, beginning your search.
Goku, a guardian angel. You invent new gods to keep the dark away. Desperate even for a madman.
You search Katil first. His pockets hold only a few loose coins and a small whetstone-worn stone. His wound is ugly, the flesh blackened around the bite, but there is nothing else on him. No maps, no letters.
Gunnar carries nothing but the axe you already took, and a leather pouch of salt. Hrolf is the lightest of all, clutching only a silver brooch in his frozen hand.
Looking for answers in dead men's pockets. You won't find them there. The beast doesn't leave receipts.
29th? Hell yeah!
You find nothing
Let's
that
keep
speaks
eyes
of
for
the
chicken
creature's
wings.
nature. No journal, no strange totem, no weapon marked with unnatural signs. Just 3 dead thieves, stripped of their secrets by the same island that killed them. The fire pops, the shadows stretching long across the blood-stained floor.
Did you find anything? Or just more death?
Leaf watches you from the firs, his eyes heavy. The silence of the cave is thick, broken only by the wind outside and the occasional crackle of the fire. The night stretches out before you, cold and uncertain.
You seem to know more than you are letting on, Leaf. I heard you muttering names in your sleep. You should be honest with me. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. The Goku thing was so good, Plants. If you're still out there, buddy, I love it.
Leaf stiffens, his hand tightening around the fur he's wrapped in. He glances at the covered bodies, then back at you, his expression
Dragon Ball Z
guarded.
characters, yes.
Names? I don't remember. Just dreams. Cold dreams.
Goku, the Orange Savior. Does he have a ship? A hall? Or does he just fly in when the fire gets low?
Leif looks at you with a mix of pity and confusion, clearly not understanding the name you speak. He shifts closer to the dying fire, the embers casting a weak light on his face.
Who is Goku? Another god?
Goku mentioned, we got him! Let's see, what do we say? He is the ultimate. He is the god of battle. We should all worship. He lives for the fight. And only the fight. The beans heal him, and the only person he fears is his wife, Chi-Chi. Oh, tell me about your cold dreams. What do you see? God, I hope that the AI takes this and in future game, like other people's playthroughs starts mentioning it. Oh my God, I hope. I could have written this better, but I kind of love the way it's written.
Leaf stares at you, the firelight dancing in his eyes, clearly trying to piece together what you just said. The name Goku means nothing to him, just another strange word from a man who woke up with no past.
Beans. Heal him, Chi-Ji? Odd. I've sailed to the White Sea and back. I've never heard of this god. Is he from across the water?
A god of beans and fear of his wife.
I love we're digging
the All-Father
into
hangs
the
from a
idea of
tree for
Goku
wisdom,
being in this.
and this Goku eats legumes. The ages have certainly changed.
Leaf shakes his head slowly, letting the strange theology pass. He looks down at his hands, picking at a loose thread on the fur wrapped around his shoulders.
The dreams, they're not clear. Just feelings, cold water, black water, and the sound of the ship breaking.
This.
Like the world was snapping in half. I see faces. Men I served with. They're under the ice, looking up at me. And sometimes, I see something else. A shadow, standing on the shore, watching us drown.
A shadow on the shore. Perhaps it wasn't a dream, Scout. Perhaps something was waiting for you to arrive.
Goku?
Leaf shivers violently, despite the warmth of the furs. He looks up at you, his eyes haunted.
Does that sound like the thing you killed? The bandits, they spoke of a beast. Is that what watches us?
Let's focus on surviving the night. Now. We're close to 2 hours in. Yeah, I've got to get this finished and submitted soon. So we're we're getting there. So it's honestly, I like this. This is fun, kind of working outside the bounds of it. If you're by yourself and you want to tell a story and be a part of something, there's other like AI generated like Dungeons and Dragons things that I've seen as well. I haven't tried them. It's an interesting concept. So, get some more sleep. I'll send further praise to the orange, to the black-haired Lord of Battle. Lord of Battle. All hail Goku. I gotta go to the bathroom though. I gotta go pee. Let's see what they say, and then we'll go pee, and we'll come back and finish this up.
Leaf stares at you, his brow
Finally
furrowed as he tries to reconcile
Jesus
the black-haired
Christ.
Lord of Battle with the gods he knows. He gives up, with a slow shake of his head, pulling the furs tighter around his shoulders.
If Goku keeps the wolves away, I'll praise him too.
Yes!
Sleep well,
We're
Odd.
converting Leaf!
He
Yes!
closes his eyes, his breathing soon settling into the deep rhythm of the exhausted. You add another piece of wood to the fire, watching the sparks rise toward the smoke-stained ceiling. The hours drag on, the fire burning down to embers and then to a dull red glow. The cold presses against the cave mouth, but the stone walls
All right,
hold
I
the
need to go to
heat
the restroom,
just
so
enough
after
to
this.
keep the frost at bay.
Eventually, the darkness outside begins to shift.
The salmon and violet of sundown fade into the deepening gray of dusk. The wind dies down to a low moan, and the forest seems to hold its breath. Leaf is still asleep, curled into a ball beneath the firs.
The night is passing. The fire is low. And your orange god hasn't brought you breakfast yet.
The silence of the cave is
it.
broken only by the soft crackle of dying embers. You feel the stiffness in your limbs from the cold stone floor, but the rest has done something to dull the edge of your exhaustion.
All right, if that's... I'm running the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. Got about 15 minutes left, guys, but this is going pretty well. See, bloody, warming, and alert. What items do I have? Look for something in the cave to help you clean the blood off. And ask the raven why he is speaking to him and not Leaf. Let's try it. Let's clean up. Something like this would be awesome as like a text base. Like that's the idea for this. Like the storytelling without somebody would be really cool.
You scan the cave for something to scrub the dried blood from your hands and furs. A cracked wooden bowl near the dead men's supplies holds a little melted snow, dirty but usable. You dip a strip of cloth torn from a discarded tunic into the water
even though
and
you
set to
can't
work.
hear it.
The cold water stinging your skin as you rub away the copper stains. The blood comes away slowly, leaving your skin raw and pink. The furs will stay stained, a reminder of the night's work. But you are cleaner than you were. You glance at Leaf, still asleep by the dying fire, then look to the dark corner where the raven perches on a rocky outcropping.
Why do you speak to me and not Leaf? Why am I the only one who hears you?
Leaf has eyes for the world, ears for the wind. He is whole. You are broken.
The thought split from the memory. I am the thought. I speak to what remains. Or perhaps you are simply the only one listening. The gods are loud, survivor, but most men have forgotten how to hear them over the sound of their own fear.
I want to wear
The
some
raven
Goku.
shifts, his feathers making no sound against the stone. The fire is nearly ash now, the gray light of dusk filtering through the cave entrance. The cold is creeping back, but the blood is gone from your hands.
All right, what should we do now? What should we do now? Beside the fire and try to wait out the night. I want to move the story forward. We're running out of time. And we got the, yeah, so let's see. This is, I don't, like, this is very interesting. So what I was saying earlier, the idea of doing, sorry, I hit the microphone, sorry. The idea of doing something like this as a, like something like Tangia. Like you tell a story with chat. Like that's a cool idea, cool concept. And that's kind of when you like what AI is better at, so.
You push aside the heavy vines and step out of the cave,
That's not what I
leaving
said.
the stench of blood and death behind. The air is crisp and
That's
biting,
not what I said.
filling your lungs with the taste of
I
pine
said
and
settle
snow.
back down in the fire.
The forest of Wolf's Forest stretches out before you, a dense maze of
wait out the
spruce
wait.
and
I
birch
said wait
trunks
instead of
standing
night.
like black pillars against the darkening sky. The light is failing rapidly, the sun having dipped below the horizon, leaving only a bruised purple and steel-gray twilight filtering through the canopy. Shadows lengthen and merge, turning the spaces between trees into deep, uncertain hollows.
I never thought I'd be glad to smell wet pine. It's colder than yesterday.
Leaf steps out beside you, clutching his axe and shivering in his furs. The snow crunches underfoot, a thin crust over deeper powder. To the south, the forest seems to thin slightly, letting in a bit more light from the plains. To the west, the path leads back toward the low fjords and the sea. North, the trees grow thicker, leading toward the high cliffs. East, the darkness is deepest, the
There's
way
a
to the
ferry?
ferry and the ice passage.
No, we're going east then.
Out of the tomb and into the wolf's mouth. The light dies fast here, survivor. Choose your path
This is
before
not
the
what I
dark
wanted to do,
swallows
but
them all.
let's just head east.
The wind picks up, rustling the branches with a sound like dry bones rubbing together. Somewhere in the distance, a wolf howls, a long, lonely note that hangs in the air before fading into the gloom.
Oh, no, east. I wonder what the ferry's gonna be about. Exclamation point enter, guys. Reminder, exclamation point enter to join the giveaway, so. We made it to the ferry. Get the hell out.
You step out of the forest's edge onto the uneven rocky terrain of the ferry. The moon is rising, casting a pale, cold light over the black stones slick with sea spray. The wind here is sharp, cutting through your furs, carrying the salt tang of the churning water. Ahead, across the dark strait, you see the flickering fires of the mainland. 200 meters of hope, separated by a shifting bridge of ice floes. The frozen passage
What the hell
groans,
is that? What's up,
a
Riley?
deep, resonant sound of ice under stress, cracking and shifting in the current. The silence here is wrong. No birds call, no waves crash against the rocks. Only the constant mournful grinding of the ice and the whistle of wind through the stone. The terrain is treacherous, slippery with frozen spray and hidden hollows. Large boulders offer scattered cover, but the openness of the shore leaves you exposed.
There it is. The mainland. But that ice, it sounds like it's breaking apart.
So close, and yet so far. The ice holds, but for how long? And something else holds this ground. Something that doesn't want you to leave.
Leaf scans the darkness, his hand tightening on his axe. The vast emptiness of the rocky shore stretches out before you, leading down to the ice passage
and alert.
to the east.
That's surprising.
To the north, a steep and dangerous path climbs toward the lookout. South, the terrain softens toward the whale cemetery. West,
we gotta go to the whale cemetery, right? Right? Am I right? I feel like we gotta go to the whale cemetery. Oh, hell yeah. Let's head south. Head south to the whale cemetery. Am I not spelling that? Oh, yeah, A. There's no A in cemetery. Speak of the glories of Goku as you walk. Let's do it! Riley, what's up? We are coming up at the end of the sponsored segment of the stream, guys. I really appreciate everybody.
You turn your back on the distant fires of the mainland and head south, the rocky terrain gradually softening under your boots. The wind howls through the gaps in the stone, carrying the scent of salt and something older, something predatory. You speak of Goku, the black-haired lord of battle, your voice lost in the gale as you praise his strength and his fear of no one but his wife.
Goku, the orange savior. Keep shouting his name. Perhaps it will confuse the wolf when it tears your throat out.
I love the animosity.
Leif follows close behind, his eyes darting nervously at the shadows stretching between the boulders. The path slopes downward, the rocks giving way to a mix of stone and sand. Suddenly, the air grows heavy, and the hair on the back of your neck stands up. A low, guttural growl echoes from the darkness behind you. Not the howl of a wolf,
the story. Yes,
but the sound
yes,
of something immense and wrong moving through the night.
Odd! Something's coming! Fast! It's not the wolves!
You glance back and see a massive shape detach itself from the shadows of the ferry, loping toward you with impossible speed. It is the beast, and it has caught your
scent. No choice but to run. I guess you need to.
There is no
Perfect
choice
Cell's
but to
pretty
run.
powerful. All right, let's roll that dice. Oh, good roll. We got this. Perfect Cell.
Your lungs burn like you've swallowed fire. Every breath, a jagged shard of ice. You don't look back. You run, Leaf stumbling at your heels, his boots hammering the rocky path as the terrain shifts from stone to sand. The beast's roar tears through the air behind you, a sound of rage and thwarted hunger.
Supposedly very fast.
But it fades with every frantic step. You crest a low rise and plunge into a nightmare of bone and shadow.
Oh, shit.
You skid to a halt, chest heaving, surrounded by the dead. Massive whale ribs arch around you like the ribs of a drowned god. Their white surfaces stained rust red by the moon, hanging low and heavy above. The sky is the color of dried blood, casting long, unnatural shadows across the beach. The wind here doesn't blow, it moans, threading through the hollow bones in a discordant song that sets your teeth on edge. Crows perch on the vertebrae above, silent observers with eyes like black beads.
It stopped. By Thor's hammer.
Oh,
I thought it had
by
us.
Goku's energy blast, you mean?
Leaf doubles over, hands on his knees, retching dryly. He looks up at the boneyard, his face pale in the crimson light. The path you came from, the way back to the ferry, lies open to the north. To the west, you see the dark edge of the plains. South, only the black ocean waits.
A graveyard for giants. Fitting place to catch your breath. The beast won't follow here. Not yet. The dead hold no interest for it.
Ugh.
The roar from the ferry comes again, distant now, a mere echo carried on the wind. You are safe for the moment, but the blood moon watches, and the shadows
I
between
don't
the
remember there
bones
being a
seem to
blood
shift
moon
when you're not
until
looking
then,
directly at
but,
them.
you know, good for them. We're now winded, that's fine. Come on. Tell Leaf that you recognize the creature. It was something called Perfect Cell. The perfect warrior based they'll say warrior who inherited the traits of all the great warriors. He won't be easy to take down. Let's search the Whale Cemetery, such a great name, for anything useful. Keep doing that. I appreciate you, plants. You've made this a funny story to add to it. It's cool. It's a cool idea. So we haven't been west here or north.
You steady your breathing, the adrenaline fading into a cold tremble in your hands. You look at Leaf, who is still bent double, wiping bile from his lips with the back of a gloved hand.
That thing, I recognized it. It's called Perfect Cell, the perfect warrior. It has the strength of all the great fighters inside it. It won't be easy to take down.
So good, man.
Perfect Cell. Another name from your dreams. Like Goku? It felt like a nightmare given flesh.
He protected us
Perfect Cell.
from the
A
wolves.
warrior made of warriors. And here I thought the beast was just a hungry wolf with ambition. You give it grand titles, Survivor.
Amazing
Does that make
story,
it easier
yes.
to kill?
Yes.
Leaf shakes his head, clearly not understanding, but he accepts your words with the weary resignation of a man who has seen too much tonight. He straightens up, gripping his axe tighter as he scans the boneyard.
If you say it's Perfect Cell, then that's what it is. We should look around. Maybe the dead left something useful.
I hope so.
You move
I
among
hope
the
so.
massive
Hopefully a
arches of
senzu
bone,
bean.
the crimson moonlight casting long, bloody shadows on the sand. The ground is littered with fragments, ribs the size of spears, vertebrae heavy as millstones. The wind whistles through the hollows, a mournful, almost musical sound that makes the hairs on your neck stand up. Crows watch you from their perches, silent and unmoving.
A graveyard for leviathans. Pick their bones, Raider. The dead don't mind.
You search carefully, stepping over the cracked remains of ancient skulls. Most of the bones are too heavy or too brittle to be useful as weapons, but you find a few
No, it is
pieces that
only
might serve.
bones. They wash up
A
on the
sturdy
shore.
rib bone, thick and heavy enough to be used as a club or splinted into armor. Nearby, a sharp shard of bone, white and jagged, could serve as a crude knife or a scraper.
Okay, we got a couple of bones. They don't have anything for that. Bone shard and a whale rib bone. They don't have pictures, which is cool, I guess. Honestly, probably preferable. Okay, let's head east and check. Actually, you know what? Let's turn back north. All right, like I said, giveaway is going to be in just a little while.
You turn north, the path to the ferry and the
Keep an eye
dark
out
woods
there.
beckoning through the arches of bone. Leaf follows, his boots crunching on the sand. But before you can leave the boneyard, a low snarl vibrates through your ribs. The shadows at the northern edge of the cemetery detach themselves, coalescing into a massive hulking shape. The beast hasn't given up. It stands between you and the forest, its breath steaming in the cold air, eyes burning with a hunger that transcends mere flesh.
It remembers your scent. You cannot walk away from a hunter that has already tasted your fear. Run or die.
It's blocking the way! We have to go back!
We're trying to go back.
The creature takes a step forward, its claws gouging the sand. There is no way past it without a fight, and fighting that thing is suicide. Your only chance is to outrun it, to lose yourself in the maze of bones, or push past it with desperate speed before it can close the distance.
Is this the end? Is this the end? Well, it may be. Let's see what happens. What's gonna give me a mulligan here? Pray to Goku, exactly!
You turn to run, boots scrabbling for purchase in the loose sand.
Just the
But
momentum.
the distance was too short, and the hunter too fast. A heavy impact slams into your back. Not a claw, but the sheer force of the beast's momentum as it closes the gap. You pitch forward, tasting blood.
The beast was
your
just gonna
leg
be
flaring
fun,
with
that's it.
white-hot agony as claws rake through your calf. You roll, gasping, and see the beast looming over you. A nightmare of muscle and fur under the blood moon's crimson gaze.
Got a bleeding leg, okay. Better than a bleeding heart. Oh, not Leaf, no!
Leaf screams your name, charging with his sea-axe knife raised high. A desperate, futile charge. The beast doesn't even turn its head fully.
Oh, no!
A massive paw swipes
Leaf
sideways,
deserved better.
faster than thought,
He didn't pray to
catching
Goku.
Leif in mid-stride. There is a sickening crack of bone, and Leaf flies backward, crashing into the arch of a whale rib. He slumps to the sand, his chest a ruin of blood and shattered bone, his eyes fixed and staring.
Odd. Rup.
Is that
The
it?
beast ignores the dying man, its burning eyes locked on you. It steps over Leaf's body, its hot breath washing over you, smelling of old meat and raw power.
Thanks, Tim.
It lowers its head, a low growl vibrating in its throat, preparing to finish what it started.
Ah!
You are
Oh,
wounded,
plant!
cornered, and alone against perfect cell.
Yes!
He was fast. Not fast enough. Now it's just you, survivor. Make it count.
What's in my inventory again? So we've got a whalebone, a small silver knife, silver brooch. All right, let's reach into... Good morning, D-Flow. How you doing, buddy? Into your cloak. to find something to fight it off with. Your hands land on the hilt of the silver knife you had picked up earlier. You pull it out quickly. And scream. Let's see. For Goku, you shall die, perfect cell, and plunge it, plunging the silver knife into his chest. Your shattered leg gives way and you crumple to the ground. Boom! I need to clean. Drink cocktails. Hell yeah! What Mario Kart? Hopefully the Super Nintendo version, right?
Your fingers close around the hilt of the small silver knife, the metal cold against your palm. You scream a war cry to a god the beast does not know, your voice cracking with raw terror and defiance. You thrust the blade upward with every ounce of strength left in your broken body.
We got him. This is it.
For Goku, you shall die, perfect cell.
Yes!
The silver sinks deep into the beast's chest, piercing the thick fur and muscle. The creature recoils, a howl of pure shock and pain tearing from its throat, a sound not of this world.
Your leg gives way, the agony finally claiming you, and you crumple into the blood-stained sand. The beast staggers back, the silver wound smoking slightly in the cold air, its eyes burning with a mix of rage and confusion.
Okay, about 30 minutes, guys.
The old metal bites.
We're gonna do the giveaway.
Did your orange god guide your hand, or was it just desperation?
The beast looms over you, panting, the wound in its chest weeping black blood. It is wounded, but not dead. It raises a massive paw, claws gleaming in the blood moon light, ready to crush the life out of you. This is the moment of truth.
All right, let's see what we can do. I got one more story point. We got one. Is that enough? We did it. I have a Switch 1, and they are bringing a Switch 2. Gotcha. Gotcha. You can do it on the Switch. They have, if you have the whatchamacallit. But
The
no,
silver
I get you,
blade
yeah. I
bites
don't
deep,
want to buy a Switch
and the
2.
beast recoils with a shriek that tears the night apart. It stumbles back, black
Yo,
blood
Bell,
smoking
how you been,
from
buddy?
the wound. The crimson light of the
I
moon
saw the one,
glinting
yes,
off the
that you
hilt,
said. I mean, I
still
understand. If you
protruding
change your
from
mind,
its
let me
chest.
know. He's got tears running out of his face.
It thrashes, claws gouging the sand, and then turns, loping away into the darkness between the bones.
I'm
Its
doing well,
howls of
man.
rage
Doing
fading
well.
into
We
the
just killed
distance.
Perfect Cell.
It runs. The old metal burns it. Your orange god may be mad, but his weapon bites true.
You lie broken in the sand, your leg a ruin of shattered bone and blood. The cold seeps into you, but the beast is gone for now.
Damn.
Leaf's body lies nearby, his chest crushed, his eyes staring blindly at the blood moon. You are alone, wounded, but alive.
So good, dude. So good. Try to force yourself up. Use the whalebone as a walking stick. Hold up, be right back. Will do, buddy. Thanks again. Nike, it's good to see you, bud. Move back to the... Where are we going? The ferry. And cross. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Make a fire? I've got a busted leg. I'm bleeding. Let's just try to live. Damn. I can't believe we did it. We beat him.
Pain
we did it.
Floods your senses. A red tide that threatens to drag you under. Your leg is a shattered ruin, the bone grinding against itself with every heartbeat. You grit your teeth, tasting copper, and force your trembling hands to grip the whale rib bone you scavenged. It is heavy, slick with your own blood, but solid.
A walking stick for a dead man walking. The ferry is that way. The ice waits. But can you even stand?
You drive the bone into the sand, leveraging your weight against it. Agony screams up your leg as you force yourself upright, the world tilting dangerously. Blood pulses from your wound, staining the white bone dark. You take a gasping, shuffling step north, toward the path leading to the ferry. Each movement is a battle against your own failing body.
Joe, I'm just a second, buddy. I'm gonna send y'all the website to check out. All right, so we're gonna roll the dice again real quick as we do it. We failed the roll. I got one more re-roll. Let's, I guess, add success and see what that does. Is it automatically against? We did. Okay, good. So now we get through. So that is the website, guys. It's not. It's. The company says that they built their own AI, their own narrative AI to test it out. So that's where the idea came from. So yeah, a lot of it is AI. I've said multiple times that the voice is not great. This is a demo, so we're kind of testing the waters, seeing how it goes.
The world narrows to the rhythm of your own gasping breath, and the...
How do I pause these? All right, give me just a minute, guys. We're gonna finish up this. See if we can cross the ferry and go from there.
Another. The whale rib bone drives into the earth, a crude extension of a body that wants nothing more than to lie down and die. The path rises, the sand turning to slick, dark stone sprayed by the freezing sea. You crest the final ridge and collapse, your chest heaving, the cold wind cutting through your sweat-soaked clothes like a knife. You are at the ferry. The blood moon hangs heavy above, painting the churning black water in shades of rust and dried blood.
We're going to try to cross.
Before you,
we're pretty much done
across
with the
200
segment,
meters
guys.
of shifting,
I'm curious what's going to
ice,
happen here, and
the
then we'll
mainland
talk for a few
waits.
minutes about the
Fires flicker
everything.
on the distant shore, pinpricks of warmth in a land of ice. The frozen passage stretches out a fractured bridge of white and gray, cracking audibly in the silence, the water beneath it black and hungry.
There it is, the end of the trial. Or the end of you. The ice is dying, survivor. Can you cross before it breaks?
Hell yeah, I can.
Hugin perches on a jagged rock nearby, his feathers unruffled by the wind. He looks at the passage, then at your ruined leg. The cold is seeping into your marrow now, a numbness that feels dangerously like peace. Behind you, the path back to the whale cemetery is dark and silent, but you can feel the weight of eyes in the shadows. The beast is out there, wounded and hunting.
Perfect Cell is licking his wounds. He won't stay down forever. Your orange god bought you time. Use it.
Oh, try to kill the
wind
raven?
howls through the rocks,
That's a good idea.
carrying the scent of salt and old meat. The passage is right there, a fragile lifeline to the world of the living. But your leg is shattered, and the ice groans with every shift of the tide. You need to move.
I'm gonna see if I can
now,
cross the ice, and then we'll
or the
go from
cold
there.
will
I
claim you
really
before the
do
wolf
need
does.
to talk about what I think of everything, so give me a second. I can't believe it's actually calling it Perfect Cell. It's so good. It's so amazing that that we were able to get that to happen. Yeah, I've got everything turned off. I'm trying not to get sponsored yet. So I don't want to do too much during the
You
sponsor
grip the
segment.
whale rib bone until your knuckles turn white, driving it into the frozen earth. Pain explodes up your leg as you shift your weight, a white-hot flash that nearly blinds you. You grit your teeth, tasting blood, and force yourself to move. One step, two. The ice groans beneath you, a deep, resonant crack that vibrates through the soles of your boots.
The fires are close. Can you feel their warmth? Or is that just the
Hadouken!
blood leaving your body? Don't look down, survivor. The water is hungry.
You step onto the frozen passage, the slick surface treacherous under your makeshift crutch. The wind howls across the open ice, cutting through your furs like a blade. The mainland fires flicker in the distance, tauntingly close. Behind you, the beast's roar echoes from the ferry, a reminder of what follows. The ice shifts under your weight, a spiderweb of fractures spreading outward from your feet.
All right, this could be the end of me. And it is. We didn't pass. And I got nothing else. We critically failed. Failed. Oh my gosh.
The ice groans, a low protest that turns into
happens.
a sharp crack as you put your weight on it. The whale rib
Status?
bone slips, and you lose your balance.
Dead.
The spiderweb of fractures beneath your boots widens instantly, the white surface shattering like thin glass. You plunge through the broken ice into the black water below.
Should
The
taste
cold
like
is a
chicken,
physical
right?
blow, stealing the air from your lungs and
Hadouken!
locking your muscles in an instant. Your shattered leg screams, then goes numb as the freezing darkness engulfs you. You thrash, clawing at the slick edges of the ice, but your strength is gone.
The water takes what the wolf could not. It is peaceful, isn't it? The cold forgets everything.
The last thing you see is the blood moon fading behind a veil of ice and shadow. The fires on the mainland flicker and dim, swallowed by the dark. The cold pulls you down, into the silence, where there is no pain, no perfect cell, no Goku, only the dark.
I'm telling you what. Pretty good storytelling right there. Pretty good storytelling. I've seen worse. I've paid to go see movies worse than this.
The ice gave way beneath the crutch, and the black water took
we're
you.
gonna
The cold struck
continue to
like
talk?
a hammer, driving the air from your lungs and locking your shattered limb in ice.
Oh.
You clawed at the slick edges.
Okay, we already did this.
The water took thought and memory both. There's nothing left to carry back.
The island does not mourn. The beast still guards the passage, licking its silver wounds. Munin waits on the mainland, a raven that will wait forever. The ice cracks
next
and
time
reforms,
choose not to die.
indifferent
Agreed,
to the
yeah.
raider who drowned beneath it. All the silver, all the steel, all the cries to Goku, it meant nothing to the rock in the sea. Stranded, not a place, but what you became.
There we go, guys. Thank you for stepping into Odin's Trail. Thank you for stepping into Odin's Trail. This is a demo slice of the saga. Your thread continues, but you've reached the end of what we prepared for the showcase. Want to know what happens next? Wishlist Omiya on Steam to stay in touch. Head back to your library. Hey. Guys, that was more fun than I expected. Let's take a quick moment here to talk about what we thought of it and go from there. If you want to try out the demo as well, guys, go to Steam and check it out. I have it right here. If you want to try it out, go wishlist it if you can. Help the... Oh, did I do something? All right. There we go. Go wishlist it if you can. Check it out. The game was, I mean, honestly, guys, we laughed a lot. I also agree with Plants. I think we need to know more about what the, like, where is the AI gonna go? Where is it again? Where's it coming from? I need to know what they're using to train it, what they're using to build it. Where is the art coming from? Where are you building that? Obviously, some of that is AI generated. There were 2 items, the whale bones, that didn't have a picture. So it didn't try to generate a whale bone picture. So it's all that hand drawn. The voices are not great. That's the worst part by far of this. Was the AI voices shifting tone, shifting everything else. And can I drive the AI and say, yeah, that's the question. I mean, that's what I was trying to do. Right now, this is the only story you can do. It says in the future there's going to be like, sci-fi. The real question I want to know is, are you only be able to play like the built out beginning narrative that they have, or are you going to be able to build out your own ideas? Something like this would be really cool. I mean, like, go back. We have, oh my God, what are they called? MUDs, I guess. So that's kind of the idea, or like a choose your own adventure novel or something like that. That is a really cool idea. Something like this, take away all the HUD and everything. I would be really impressed to try to build something like this to use as a, like, on stream for you guys. Like, how much fun would that be? Where you're like, say I have the gerbil channel, like we're gonna have, very soon, because again we have everything ready. I just need a water bottle. I don't want to leave without water. And while you're there for a while, you're helping write a story, and it's a cool idea. Again, I want to be hesitant. I want to be hesitant of the excessive use of AI. I don't want it to be a crutch. I don't want it to be, something that takes jobs away from other people, or is something that is like the be-all, end-all of what you want. That's my fear. That's what we're seeing a lot of social media, especially on TikTok, where they're saying like 70% of traffic on TikTok right now is AI generated. It's not as bad on YouTube. It's something like 25 to 30 or 40%, something like that. Not 40, like 25 to 30. Still a lot, still too much. And we all need to come to Rexon's, come to that. But the idea of building something fun would be, will all the stories be on Rails, and will these stories be more? The way it's pointed out, again, the website is here. Go check it out, guys. And I would like to talk to the devs directly and find out where this is coming from. Like, is this just like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Again, I'm going to thank, before we get too deep into it, I want to thank again Omiya for sponsoring this segment of the stream, and for letting us play this game, recommending this game, and letting us check it out. I do hope you enjoyed it, guys. Be sure to support them. And this is awesome. Thanks again. Thanks for supporting the video. We're going to get back to the regularly scheduled stream. We'll talk a little bit more about what we thought about this and go from there, basically. But yeah, check out Omiya.ai. Go wishlist it on Steam. See what's going to come, guys. Give a wish list if nothing else. See what the plan is. Watch the trailer. We haven't watched that yet. And it talks about who they are. We've got Max Salanowitz, CTO and co-founder. Game dev veterans. Where's their history, though? I want to dig into this later. We've got to get onto some other stuff for the rest of the stream. But yeah, check it out, guys. Go look at it. Yeah, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. So let me go ahead and turn Tangia back on, and we'll change everything over. There we go. Back up there. And let's change the game. Thanks again, Omiya, for the sponsor, dude. Appreciate you guys. I need to go turn that in soon to make sure we don't miss it. What do I have? All right, still says 2 hours, so. All right, cool. Guys, we still have the giveaway for Palworld. And there's that. Go ahead and open Palworld up. Reminder, no stream tomorrow night, guys. Possibly no stream on Wednesday, depending on if I have to stay in North Louisiana for an extra day to get stuff done. So keep an eye out there. But I am excited. 6 BVC. Oh, what are you doing, Mikey? Guys, seriously though, that was fun. I still think AI has its place. I still think it has, things that are positive that can come. It's hard, man. It's scary. It's a scary world that we live in with it. It really is. And I don't want to underscore or just kind of let it pass away, pass by without getting all the stuff we want out of it, and staying healthy, it's, oh shit. No, we're good. Okay. Has anybody else been on at all? Or has it just been me? Wait, where's my, over here. It's just me right now. Yeah, I know I'm out of space, buddy. I know. I'm not too worried about it. All right, let's complete this. See how many we got. 2 more. Okay. But yeah, so anyways, guys, we got about 15 minutes, maybe about 10, 15 minutes to do the giveaway. If anybody's out there and wants to check it out, feel free to. We are going to go ahead and set another expedition up so we can get a little bit more PAL souls. I'm at level 76. We're 3 levels away from being able to use our jet dragon, so. All right, we're going to go ahead. Let's see what happens if we just auto assign and see what happens. Jet dragon goes. Wait, does the green mean it's possible to be fun? It's the same as the other one, so. Exclamation point join. Get him, C19. I sure as hell laughed a lot on that, man. That was kind of funny. I did drop off on my cores, so I gotta be careful. Are you hungry? Can you eat? Is everything good? God damn it! I don't like that at all. Stop it. Stop it. Pickle Rick! And then to respond, they never even acknowledged my report request a week ago, much less than the one yesterday. If you want, I can say something. I can share that what you have in the Discord and see if they have any ideas what may be causing it. God, I hate that thing. The first time that ever went off, I screamed. I screamed like a little bitch. There's a clip of me going, ah, like throwing my headset down. Like, I had turned it on. I didn't realize it. I had turned it on. Everything was turned up to the max. Nothing had been changed. Oh, that was a crazy day. I'm about to get more liberal with that too, so y'all can have fun. I love that one. That one also makes me laugh. All right, we're gonna jump on your back, and we are going to head. We're gonna head north actually. I want to check, make sure there's nothing interesting here that we haven't done. I could go do this dungeon. You get stuff for finishing dungeons. Louis, gonna join the PAL. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's a great idea. I mean, I'm a member of like the creator Discord too, so that's what I was saying. Is if
you'll get caught up in it.
Actually, I don't want to kill all of them. There is no way in hell all you guys. Oh, the whole army of Smokies here. All right, we're gonna do. Oh shit! No. All right. I would rather die than him. So, come on, get him. Smokey done been attacked. I'm gonna have to do something real fast here. Alright, we are going to do that. Oh, I'm out of ammo because I forgot to get it. That's funny. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off, actually. I'm going to let him do his thing. I'm going to let him do his thing because he is going to... I don't have my mercy ring anymore. I don't. Good. All right. Oh, my gosh. Y'all got a little out of hand there, guys. All right. Guys, again, we're going to have the giveaway in just a few minutes, so make sure you you help with that. We are very excited to do that giveaway. Thanks again for our 2. Oh, is this just a blue? Is that has a regular old pal sphere. Thanks again to Pocket Pair for sponsoring the stream, or for giving these keys away, actually. I guess the right way to say it. They are the ones that they gave us the keys to give away, and we have given away 2 so far. We're going to give away a 3rd one in just a minute, so please hang out while we get all of that set up. All right. Oh, there was another boss hidden under here. I was curious about that. Hell yeah. Yeah, so in just a second, there'll be a thing on screen, and it'll let you know when it's time to join and stuff. So there'll probably be another one running in a few minutes. There's also dungeon bosses and everything else, so. What is this boss? If you want to make sure you're in the giveaway, exclamation point enter is what you need to do. Exclamation point enter. Realm of the Soul. Nightmare. All right, we're going to go capture a Nightmare real quick. And then we'll be good to go, guys. Exclamation point enter to make sure. All right, let me go see. We don't have as many people entered at this time, guys. I don't know if it's just gotten late or the fervor of the thing. There's only like 15 or 20 people entered, so. I take it back. There's 40. I take it back. All right, we are going to slap this Brawn Impact. Here we go. There we go. One's dead. Nightmare is not. I missed that. I miss with that one every single time. It's very frustrating. Oh, good juke. Good juke. I don't have any ammo. There we go. Scared to hit with Brawn Impact. I'm scared I'm gonna kill her, but we're gonna go for it. Got her! All right, good. Yeah, no, I actually dropped all mine off, and we'll be able to get more. We should have a lot of hardwood back at the base and the biofuel and everything else. All right. That was fun. That was fun. Let's head back to one of these, and we'll do giveaway, guys. I am tired. Thanks again. Oh my god, I still need to do editing and get something up. So I do have more stuff to do. I really do need to end the stream. I know too. Okay, good. Sounds good. Yeah, we've got some at the other base that we can use. One this way, this is the closest one. What? No way. Wait, there's one closer than that. What? Oh, it's right in front of me. I haven't actually done it yet. I haven't captured it yet. Wow, me. I don't remember seeing this spot. Interesting. It's got one desert spawn and trees right there, so I get 2,000 pounds overweight, then I use ground. Yeah, no, that's a perfect point. Perfect idea. Love it. What are these guys doing? Arrogant pal critics. Submission. Did I not kill that guy? I don't know what's going on. No, like the keys they got from the chest. Oh, so they're all what I just opened as a key. Certain ones require certain keys. So silver, gold. I'm sure there's like a platinum. I actually kind of went in here on accident. Didn't know what happened. Should be another travel point nearby. Yeah, there it is. Exclamation point, join in, guys. Join in. No reason not to. Get your free stuff. These are the kinds that don't actually need a key. You actually need an element. So this is water. I need a water pal for this one. So he'll shoot it with water, and then it'll open up, and I get stuff out of it. So I get a book and some pal fluids. Head back to base. All right, guys, if you've joined in and are ready to do it, let's go. Interactions says pause. I guess it means all the other interactions. It's weird. I thought that would work a little different. Unpause. All right. Thanks for the ammo. I've got plenty there now. All right. All right, guys. Who's ready to win a giveaway? Who is ready? Got 40 entrants. Exclamation point, enter to join in, guys. Glowing chest, require key to auto unlock. Yes. You can do an auto thing. I've never used one. At this point, I've gotten so many. But they can be anywhere. So, exclamation point, enter if you haven't entered yet, guys. There's a lot of names in here, so thanks again, y'all. for everything. Yeah, I've never even tried. Never even tried. Do I have any? Did I pick up any eggs on that? I did. Okay, I got a couple here. We'll put these in. Last chance to exclamation point enter, guys. Last chance. Those are going to be little smokies. Yeah, earlier on in the game, you run into issues with having not having keys. I feel like at this point, I'm pretty much caught up. So, and try it again, and it's still fucked. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, y'all ready? Everybody in? The lockpicking tools, yeah. Yeah, I haven't had a desire to do it. Watching other people do it, they make it look easy, but the whole point of those are just to go. Like, I don't want to stop and have a lockpick, so. Anyways, guys, we're going to close the giveaway right now. We're going to do the giveaway, and then I'm probably going to end the stream pretty quick so I can focus on getting this short done that I need to. So, I love you guys. Thanks for everything. No stream tomorrow night because I'm going to be in North Louisiana. But I will be back at the minimum on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, look for that. Love you guys. Thanks again. Any other giveaways or anything like that? We may do some more. Just looking to have some fun, guys. Looking to have some fun. I want to keep you guys coming and enjoying yourselves. And thanks to the resubs. Thanks for hanging out through the sponsored stream. I'll say one more time. Thanks again for sponsoring the stream. You guys are awesome. And really, Omi, appreciate that. Appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys supporting me as well. I need lots of it. So, anyways, guys, say goodnight to the gerbils, and let's do the giveaway. It's been closed. Y'all ready? Draw a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw a winner. Master Darkweaver won! Congrats, buddy. All right. Thanks again, y'all. I really do appreciate it. Didn't I just unpause this? Oof. All right. Now we're good. Congrats. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Darkweaver's one of the longest supporters I've had, and it's really awesome. So, let me submit this content before I forget. I'd be very, very frustrated. Actually, I may not be able to do the one I'm in, so. All right, there we go. I need to hit next. Oh, I didn't actually change the title. I forget I should have changed the title. Fuck me, it's okay. We'll find out. We'll find out if it's okay or not. I cannot believe I forgot. It's a long life, man. It's a long life. All right, guys. So seriously, thanks again for everything.